Gog 3000.
Gog.
That can come and service my missus. This is a picture of her. Sends me a picture, and I'm like, all right, well, I don't know what you want to do. Then he's sending me videos of fucking big black guy shagging his missus, and he's there he's filming them. Then he's like,
the Kingpin and the Misfits seem to be sort of aligned in what they're doing, influencer boxing. Mm-hmm. Is any of it scripted? Was this pushing scripted?
What, like the beef?
The beef.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but what's your relationship? And then this guy goes, I'm his bitch. So he goes, yeah, he's my bitch. And I'm like, what do you mean? So he's like, I run all his social media, I'm making money.
Maybe especially people that have only just started, that don't really know how to market an OnlyFans. I think there's definitely a market there for somebody to come and say like, well, do this, that, the other, this helps.
No private stock way back when I had the red and black lumberjack with the hat to match. Remember rapping Duke? The hard, you never thought that hip-hop would take it this far. Now I'm in the limelight cause I rhyme tight. Time to get paid, blow up like the world's trade. Born sinner, the opposite of a winner. Remember when I used to eat sardines for dinner? Peace to Raw G, Brucey B, Kid Capri, Funk Master Flex, Love Bug, Star Ski. I'm blowing up like you thought I would.
Is that the same place as last time?
Yeah.
Should I put my headphones on?
It's up to you.
Sorted.
Salted. Amber O'Donnell. Round 2.
Round 2.
You're back.
Am I the first one to have 2 podcasts?
You are actually.
Am I?
Well, we've had his friend Anthony Holmes on. He's been a regular, but
yeah,
we've got like a.
Oh, here he is.
Better late than never.
Here he is.
Just slip in here.
He's just turning up
Okay.
late.
Sorry.
Luckily,
Listen, some of us have got actual fucking jobs. You know what I mean? Sorry, started off a bit bad. I'm only kidding.
It's all right.
You were saying you were going to sign up to OnlyFans anyway.
I just don't think I've got it.
Yeah, literally. That's what I've heard anyway.
What you been talking about?
You know what, bro? You got lucky. We've just started.
All right.
So you haven't missed much.
We've been talking about the fact that you've unfollowed me on.
Yeah, do you want to give you some context for this? Listen, I respect what you do. Do you know what sent me over the edge?
Go on.
See which post you think it were going to be?
I don't know.
It was the fridge one.
The fridge one?
Yeah, I'd like woke up on a morning trying to get some like personal development, trying to be like real godly. And then I saw this where you're opening the fridge up.
Well, you were just about to start your prayers.
Start my prayers. Morning gratitude. Set me intentions for the day, and I'm like,
it was a cucumber one.
The one with cucumber.
Yeah, set me over edge.
Is it because it was bigger than yours?
Probably.
Is it?
You know what I mean? I'm not going to deny that, but I just set me over edge.
All right, that's fine.
So what? You don't like following these OnlyFans girls? Then is that what it is?
Oh, I don't know. I just wanted it to be a bit more godly.
Okay, is that why I still follow Elle Brook?
Do I? Have you checked it out?
We've been fully researching you. We've been searching. He's gone red. He's gone red.
Well, let me give some context here.
You blended in with C.
Elle Brook.
Yeah.
I don't see her on my feed. You were like, I don't know.
It's just obviously at the top of your
Anyway, let's
feed.
move on. Fucking already sweating after all that caffeine anyway. I'm fucking stressed.
So let's get the
ball rolling.
Let's get rid of the elephant in the room then. Let's talk about your fight.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you got beat by Emily.
Ugh.
How does that sit with you? Are you?
Oh, I'm not bothered anymore.
No.
No.
Is there no beef there now?
No.
You've cleared that out.
Yeah. She's well, I don't know actually, because she went on a podcast herself other week and she was like saying shit about my family.
No way.
Which wasn't true.
Wait, what sort of shit?
Do you think they do this to just keep the drama going? Keep the show going?
I don't know why she said this, to be fair, because I thought once it were over. But she basically, and this is a bit of a like shitty part on Kingpin, they sat mine and Emily's families next to each other. Which obviously during the fight, her mum's cheering for her, my mum's cheering for me. Obviously, that's going to happen.
Yeah.
And then I think my dad shouted something like, "Go on, Amber," and she turned around to my dad and went, "Your daughter looks shit." So
this is her mum.
Emily mum. So then my dad were just like, "Oh, shut the fuck up," like whatever. And then they both just kept beefing, just like her mum and my family. They were fucking going at each other. Anyway, that's what it is, like, whatever. She went on this podcast and said that my family started following her teenage brothers around into toilets and stuff.
What?
Which, like, first of all, never happened. And that makes my family sound like a bunch of nonsense because what the fuck we're doing, following teenage boys into the toilet. But, yeah, and then she was saying that, like, they were following her around and, like, harassing him for rest at night. And I was like,
that's weird.
Hold on.
One thing I'll ask is, you watched Misfits this weekend?
Yeah.
What did you think to the show?
I really enjoyed it. I didn't watch all of it because I was at a Eurovision party. Yeah.
All right.
You shouldn't really admit that.
Living it. What? The
One
Eurovision party?
thing I'll ask
Eurovision's
then, so
sick.
the Kingpin and the Misfits seem to be sort of aligned in what they're doing, influencer boxing. Is any of it scripted? Was this pushing scripted?
What, like the beef?
The beef?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
To what sort of extent is it, right, now you say this back, or is it just, come on, girls, let's fucking make it exciting?
So, for example, on the weigh-in, so that was the one before the fight, we all got told, like, you all need to do something, like, entertain us.
All right, so you're told that.
So it was like, what do we do? So me and Emily, well, I mean, we didn't really talk because she was really busy, but I was like, maybe I should push you back because obviously
So it's
you
that,
pushed
it's that
me.
sort of stage.
Yeah, so then I didn't have anything to say or anything. I just kind of made it up on spot, which is the really viral Karma video that came about. But that was on the spot. But I pushed her, and then she kind of like gripped her fingers together and like jolted my neck. And I didn't expect her to retaliate like that, to be fair. And my neck fucking right hurt the next day. I woke up and I was like, I feel like I've got a whiplash.
UFC ban and fine heavily their fighters because if you stood with your hands behind your back in a fairly vulnerable, weak position, shoving in the sternum or chest area injures people.
Yeah.
What, is this like before the fight?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, this during the fight, sorry.
No, this was.
Well, yeah, UFC
before
is a
the
big
fight.
no-no now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so to me, when I'm watching that, I'm like, it might seem like a bit of fun, but if you're in that position where she might just push a little bit too hard, you can hurt your neck.
Yeah, well, when the first time when she pushed me, I didn't expect her to push me, so that really did caught me off guard. So I went fucking flying, and I had heels on, and I did think like if I'd have fallen over, I could just like snap my ankle or
Yeah, too
anything.
right.
But luckily, I did get caught by one of bouncers. Otherwise, I would have fallen on my arse. But that second time, she knew it was coming. We just literally spoke about it. So she pushed down on my neck, and at the time it didn't hurt, but then afterwards, the day after, I was like, oh, fucking hell, I feel like I've been in a car accident.
We could come up with some good scripts for you, fucking Philly. Do you think?
You could probably get me to beat next Conor McGregor.
When's the next fight?
My next fight,
It's
the 1st of
June.
July.
Oh,
It
July,
was
is
meant
it?
to be June, but the moved
A question
it.
I've got, which is very selfish, even
Go
though
on.
you probably hate me because I've unfollowed you only,
Yep.
is did the money go up?
Did my money go up? No.
OnlyFans money.
Oh, my OnlyFans. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
By how much?
A lot.
A lot.
It like tripled. I think last time I came on here, I was like, oh, I'm going to hit my first 10K month. I nearly hit 30K last
Wow,
month.
well done.
And I was like, wow, that's fucking mega money. But yeah, it was crazy. Crazy.
Do you feel that'll
money.
just keep going the more you're in this influencer space as well? Do you think it just feeds the
I hope
owner?
so. Like, even now, like my Instagram, I think last time I came on here, I think I had like 20K followers. And the night of the press conference, the weigh-in, sorry, the day before the fight, I had 28K. Within like 5 days, I'd gone from 28K to like 60K, and then now I'm at nearly 100K. It's just been growing rapidly, and it's still going now. But it's all off the back of that Karma video. It went really, really viral.
How many views did that get?
In total, on all platforms posted by Kingpin, I think it got about 50 million.
Do they tag you in that then? So they
Yeah.
can find your channel fairly easy?
Yeah, and loads of people were tagging me in comments and stuff. But I think all of my income that grew rapidly was from that video because
Is that
it just
mostly,
went mega.
mostly subscriptions?
Yeah, mostly subscriptions, but obviously with subscriptions you get more people buying things and more people like sexting and stuff like that. So it just benefits everything. But yeah, it's my subscriptions really that went up.
Have you told Amber the idea you've got with the agency?
I think I might have mentioned it on the last pod, maybe.
Oh, that you're starting a
Yeah.
management?
Agency sort of thing.
Yeah.
You think men will be responsive to that, to learn that? If it's put together correctly and people can learn, or do you think...
Do I think it's possible to make like a successful agency of it?
Yeah, to teach people sort of the foundation stuff, how to get started, what to do. You think there's some merit in that?
Well, I definitely think there's no set rule for how you make money on a page. What works for some pages might not work for others. But I do think there's definitely some tips out there that would benefit all pages, and like maybe especially people that have only just started that don't really know how to market an OnlyFans. I think there's definitely a market there for somebody to come and say like, well, do this, that, the other, this helps, and this does this and that does that. Definitely. But I think now especially a lot of people are getting like assistants and stuff, people to help, especially as people grow and get bigger. But oh yeah, there's definitely a market
Can
for help.
we tell any of the story of the other day you told me?
Oh shit, I can't.
The
Yeah. Of course I can.
The foot store are expecting one now.
Let's fucking go, mate. Yeah, of course I can.
Go.
So, a friend of mine,
Yeah.
that is called Dan. I signed him up to OnlyFans as one of my referrals probably 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
He's done quite well with it. He's done all right.
Yeah.
And he messaged me not long ago. He just built like a big outhouse where he's built a gym in it. He's going to do his content and stuff. And I've not seen him in a while. He used to be involved in the tag team. I think I might have mentioned him last time. Him and his friend just go and just tag team girls and fucking travel around just doing that everywhere. He's now left them. He's doing his own thing. And he messaged me the other day. I was going to go and see him. He said, "Oh, what about, do you want to do a duo drain on like a," I'll bleep this out because I can't figure out any way to say it, but
Okay.
like, and I was like, what's that? And he's like, "Oh, well, just me and you'll just send videos like, listen, fucking send us money by Cash App now." And I'm like, "Yeah, of course, I'll do that, no problem." So I rock up to his house, I open the door, there's Danny stood there, and there's a guy stood in a fluffy onesie,
Okay.
gay guy. So I, "Oh, hey up, pal." And he's like, "All right, mate." And I went, who's this? And he's like, "Oh, it's my mate, so-and-so. So I went, "Oh, nice to meet you, mate. So what's your relationship?" He's like, "Oh, it's my mate." And I'm like, "Yeah, but what's your relationship?" And then this guy goes, "I'm his bitch." So he goes, yeah, he's my bitch. And I'm like, what do you mean? So he's like, "Oh, I run all his social media. I make him money. I speak to all these people for him and I get them to send money to this. And I just basically, just all your bits of messaging and shit like that. He does all that for him, but because he's a gay guy, he knows exactly what they want to hear."
Oh.
But bear in mind, they're just like getting drained. Like people probably just, you know exactly what it's like. Yeah, so
I think these people are mentally unstable.
there's something not right up there, 100%.
Oh,
Some sort of
definitely.
chemical imbalance going on. I
Yeah.
don't
Do,
know
you-
what
do
it
you
is.
two ever, because you're smart people, do you ever think of karma, or does it never enter your mind at all? Do you just
Karma?
see it solely transactional? Like, I'm not saying you rinse people, but for example, use the Danny one there, where he's, what did you just call it? Rinsing? What do you just call it? Yeah, so that in
I've
itself.
never heard it called that.
I've never heard that. So
No,
that's,
that's
quite,
what they call the self. So I'm gonna definitely bleep it out because it's not a good word to use. But that's what they call themselves. They're like, "Can I be your
Oh,
I'm
I've
like,
never
fuck it.
heard that. I've heard of like cash cow, pay
cash
pig.
pig?"
Yeah, but I
and shit.
wonder-
Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
same thing, but
is it
because
the
they're gay.
same?
It's
I
like,
wonder if
Oh,
these
okay.
people are on the spectrum though, and like the mentally.
well, I said it to him. I said, "What do you get out of it?" And then he went, "Oh, I literally don't get anything sexual. It doesn't like sexually arouse me. I just like I like an alpha male. I believe that there's a hierarchy in people, and I can see when people are alpha males, and I know that people are above me. So I feel like I have to serve them, and I should earn them money. And if I was to cook them food, they should eat it, and I should eat the crumbs and all that shit." And I'm like,
Fucking
and I'm like, but where does that come from? As if to say, "Have you had some emotional trauma?" And he's like, I just don't know."
See, I always think there's got to be some kind of emotional trauma to trigger something
Yeah.
like that because not everyone's born like that, are they?
No, it's
Thinking
like
that, but
in my head, I'm thinking, has he just been brought up from being a kid and someone's just some adults just like, "Hey, you can have me crumbs here,
Yeah,
fucking
literally treat
wash
him
my
like
feet."
shit.
Yeah, and then he's
Yeah.
kind of liked it, like the Stockholm syndrome sort of thing. I feel
yeah,
like it's-
definitely. But I think like in regards to the karma thing that you just said, I just think it's solely transactional. Most of the time they find you.
Yeah.
Like it's not like you go out and you're like, right, I'm gonna pick on this cunt, see like what he's wanting.
There's no bad intent.
No, like they come to you, they tell you what they want, you provide a service for them.
100%.
But 9 times out of 10, well, in fact, mostly 10 times out of 10, they approach you first.
Yeah.
So I think if that's the service they're looking for, all I'm doing is providing it. So
We're making all this money now. Have you treated yourself to anything nice?
have I treated myself to anything nice? I've treated myself to some clothes, and then that sounds so stupid, but like it's been really nice because I've just gone online shopping and add to basket, and I've not had to worry about like, should I, shan't I? I've just done it. So I haven't just spent much. I've probably spent like $1,000, but like I've just been saving it. I'm trying to buy a house, so every single penny I'm like straight in the savings account.
We had a financial man in this morning, Joe Woodhouse, who
Oh, really?
who were interested. I learned quite a bit from him. To
Yeah,
be
I'm
fair, are you fairly savvy with your money? Then do you?
Nope, I'm
No.
fucking shit with it.
Yeah, I'm the same.
I earn like even before I started earning this money, I was still earning like 10 grand a month, and
She's still not even bought herself any trainers, but
But where
yeah,
does
I've
the,
got my slippers.
where's the money going?
Well, I think obviously as your income increases, your lifestyle increases.
But how
Like
you spent? So you just said you made. What did you make post?
I was making about like $10,000, which probably equates to like
after taxes, getting about 5.
yeah, 5-6 a month. So it's that. This is gonna sound again really shallow. It's not mega money. Like it's quite easy to spend 5 grand. Like my rent is $1,000 on my house and stuff, and then you got your cars and your insurances and all your bills, and
Yeah.
I eat out a lot. It's probably where my money goes, to be fair.
I never begrudge eating out. Entertainment and social stuff, I don't begrudge that.
See, I don't begrudge it enough, which is why I spend most of my money on
What,
it.
you have most of your evening meals out?
I'd say a lot of, yeah. I probably eat out. Well, I am a bit better at the minute because I'm making a really conscious effort to be better. But I would say there was a point where I was having at least one meal out a day, whether it be lunch or evening or breakfast or something.
I'm obsessed with this place here, me. Pret a Manger, is it?
Pret a Manger.
Oh, yeah.
I love that place.
That's a good place. I've never really eaten there, but their coffees are good.
Coffee's good.
I like
Do a
their
nice
coffees.
salad as well. Just get it for when I'm at work. Just get it sent over. It's nice.
Be honest, dear. Did you have a celebratory smoke after your fight?
I did.
Yeah, I thought
It
you
was
would
the
have.
first thing I did. I didn't have any weed, but my coach, this is going to sound so bad. My coach is going to watch this and be like, oh my gosh, she's right calling me out. He had like, I've never had one before. It was like an e-cig, but it had like CBD stuff in it. And then he was like, it gets you really high. And I was like, yeah, all right. I had one massive toke on it, and I was fucked. I don't know if it's because I hadn't smoked it in ages.
It must have had THC in it, then it's got you stoned.
Something like that. Yeah,
Spice,
I think
probably.
that's what. Yeah, it's probably spice. I fucking mangled outside of me, my hotel. But that's the first thing I did. I went straight back to the hotel. Everyone was drinking, and I thought I could probably have a drink if I wanted one. But I'd not drank for that long. I thought I'll be seriously hungover in the morning, and I just don't want it. So then when my coach was like, "Oh, I've got this," and I was like, "Go on then, let me have a toot on it," and then I was fucking obliterated outside my hotel.
I've probably had maybe 40 fights now.
Yeah.
And after every single fight, without a doubt, I've partied after.
Really?
And I've paid for it as well,
It's
heavily.
just ritual, isn't it?
3 or 4 days, though, it takes me to recover from that.
Yeah.
Because all your body's fucked as well.
See, that's what I was thinking. And when I did wake up the next morning, I did feel like I'd been run over. Like, I was fine. Like, I didn't have any bruises or anything, but I could tell that I'd been hit a lot. And then I thought the last thing I'd have needed today would have been to be violently hungover.
Have you dissected the fight yet?
No, not yet. We're going to move into it now. First of all, what was the pressure like? Quite a big event, wasn't it, really?
Yeah.
Especially
I was
for
the
a first fight.
as well, like the first fight of the night. And I was so calm. I was there from Wednesday. Every day I was in such a good mood.
What are you doing up until was it Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday.
So what
So
were you doing there?
Wednesday is a media day, so you have your photos taken. Wednesday was also something else happened on Wednesday. I can't remember what it was. Oh, open workout. So open workout was on Wednesday, and then some media stuff. Thursday was the press conference. Friday was the weigh-in. So you have obviously your actual weigh-in in the morning, then your ceremonial weigh-in in the evening, and then the fight night. So it's actually a really busy week. I didn't know how much went into the actual the week beforehand, but I was busy every day.
Did that drain you?
Yeah, it was really tiring. Like every night I was knackered and I was in bed by 10 o'clock, whereas usually I'll stay up till 1 a.m, but I'd done so much walking. It was incredible. Like, it was a really good experience. Like, I will genuinely remember it forever. Like, privately chauffeured around London in like these like swanky like cab thing. I don't even know what it was, but really, really cool. And but yeah, it was really, really, really busy. I can't remember what the question was. Sorry, I'm just like reminiscing.
Well, he mentioned the pressure.
Oh,
Yeah,
the pressure.
the
Yeah,
pressure
so
of the
every
fight.
day I was really, really calm, in a really good mood, really excited. Even the day of the fight, really excited. I saw Emily a couple of times because we was in the same hotel, which again, I thought that was quite strange, but we was in the same hotel. Saw her a few times. She looked nervous and I didn't look nervous at all. And I was like, I've got this in the bag. Honestly, 20 minutes before I was meant to walk out, my coach said it was like you was on drugs and then they just switched off, and I just went from being really hyper in a really good mood to literally
Just
like
zoned in.
I'm terrified.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, terrified. Like, people were talking to me and I was literally just like looking into the distance like, I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it.
That just
I don't wanna do it.
realisation.
The realisation of what I'm about to do. And I remember saying to my coach backstage, because he was trying to talk to me and I was just not on the planet. Like, I was just in my own little bubble. And he was like, what are you so worried about? And I was like, I just don't want to get knocked out. And he was like, she's not going to knock you out. I was like, I know she's not, but I still don't want to get knocked out. Like, the embarrassment I would feel if I got knocked out, knowing that so many people are watching. And I do think that played a factor into the fight, because I was very much just trying not to get hit at all times.
Yeah.
So I was throwing a couple of punches and immediately moving because I just didn't want to land a heavy shot. But even like towards the end of the fight, I knew she wasn't hitting me hard and I still couldn't, for some reason, shake the fact of like, just get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way. And when I was watching the fight, she was like, it wasn't really a windmill, but she was like coming at me from the side. And I've never sparred with anyone that spars like that fights like that. So I found that quite alien because I was a bit like, I don't know how to defend that. I'm only used to defending straight shots. So I'll know better for next time, but I think my next fight will be better anyway because it's with Whitney, so she's a bit more technical as well, quite a similar style.
And you've gone through
to
that
me.
process, you know what it feels like now.
Exactly.
You've got that experience.
Because it was the ring walk for me. Like, luckily, I wasn't first. Emily was first. I think I was meant to be first, and then they swapped it for some reason, and Emily was really pissed about it, but I don't know what the reasoning was. But I watched her do it first, and then I was just sat waiting, and I was literally, my coaches had to go. My heart was racing. I didn't want to go out. I didn't want to do it. And
Did you tell your coach this?
Yeah, I was
you
literally
really?
like, I don't want to go out. And he was like, well, you've kind of got to. So like, just do it. And then I'm stood, and then like you're behind like a curtain, and then they just go, right, go. And then so they shouted, and as I stood out, like this like flame thing come from the bottom of the floor.
Don't tell me you jumped.
And I was like, oh. And then I'm walking down. I didn't walk.
I ran.
My coach said to me, he was like, keep warm. And I was like, okay, keep warm. He was like, I want you to like be like just bouncing from side to side. So I was bouncing and skipping. And then for some reason, I just didn't stop skipping. And I fucking skipped down the entire walkway. And then when I looked back, I looked like such a cunt. Like, I'm proper like yippity doo-dooing down the fucking path. But as well, they made me have my mouth guard in as well. They didn't make anyone else have their mouth guard in. So
to walk out to?
Yeah. And I don't...
Just take it out.
I was going to, but I had my gloves on and I couldn't. And
But your
then
sponsors were loving it though, weren't they?
yeah, probably.
Excess guards, was it?
Yeah, excess guards. I'm just like grilling it up. But yeah, everyone else didn't have one on, so it's just me. And my lip sticks out like this when I've got my guard on, so I look like a right twat. But oh, it's all fun and games. I think next time will be better because I do know what to expect now. But I was just terrified. It really weren't a good experience. I finished the fight and I came out and I said to my coach, I don't ever want to do that again. I said, even if I'd have won, I don't like boxing, like in a ring. And he was like, that's not true. It was like, it's just how you feel now. I was like, no, I hate it. I was like, literally, I hate it. People were calling my name, like cheering for me. He was like, that's a good thing. I was like, probably is a good thing, but I still didn't enjoy it. But then the next day I was like, yeah, I'll do it again. Yeah.
Were you straight back into fight camp?
Yeah, literally. I didn't go to bed until like 4 a.m. on the Sunday. And then went home on the Sunday. And then Tuesday I was back in camp. And I got straight back to the gym and my coach was like, right, we're going to spar today. And I was like, are you fucking serious? I've just literally had a boxing match. She was like, yeah, but you're fine. I was like, yeah, all right then, that's fine. Straight back sparring on Tuesday.
That's crazy.
And then after sparring, I developed 2 black eyes. And I don't know whether it's because, like, they were in the post from my fight or whether he gave me 2 black eyes. But I walked out. Well, they weren't even black eyes. They were yellow. I had 2 really yellow bruises on my eyes. And
Josh has got one of them right now. He opened a caravan door into it.
Oh, I did see that on your Instagram because I still follow you.
Oh. Did me dirty there, didn't it?
How can you
Listen,
do that?
I'll follow you back.
Honestly, don't worry about
No,
it.
maybe just like one of those impulsive things. It with the cucumber
fine.
thing. It just fucking
It's
shocked me
fine,
to the core.
Honestly. That's not the worst thing I post. So.
What did back to talking about money? I think you disclosed last time. Was it a good purse?
I think I got paid the least out of everybody. So I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it.
Say it. We can beep it out.
We can beep it.
So not really.
It's not a massive purse, but you're smart there because you've siphoned their audience to your thing, so it don't matter to me. That it's like you've leveraged that audience, you've leveraged that traffic, and you've been able to monetize it yourself.
I've spoke to some of the people at Kingpin because they're all like really, really friendly, and I feel really comfortable talking to a lot of them. And like I had their most viral video, like out of all of them, all the men, all the women, I had the most viral video. And like they were really quite happy with me because obviously, like I said, they were the ones pushing like do some drama, do some drama, do some drama, and I really brought it when they asked for it, and it paid off big time. So they were really happy with me. So I was like, well, maybe you could give me a pay rise.
I told you it would be scripted in some way. I just believe that the entertainment side of it has to be orchestrated. I don't think it's just happening naturally. I think they've been prompted, told, maybe.
I think there's definitely some people in the scene that have like the thing with Jarvis and Tom Zanetti. That was definitely authentic.
You watched that fight?
Yes, I did. I was really rooting for Tom, like, because I really like Tom as a fighter. But Jarvis was really good. Like, I was really, really impressed by Jarvis. And I don't know why I thought he wasn't going to be as good as he was, because I know he's training at, like, Mayweather Gym. But I was genuinely really impressed. We had, like, ringside tickets afterwards. And because I was the first fight, I was able to watch everybody's except the one that was after mine. And I was really impressed by Jarvis, but Tom did really well, all things considered. I think Jarvis definitely, his face was a lot more beat up than Tom's was, but
Tom can fight though. He's
like a dog, isn't he?
He's a good fighter. He just ain't got the tank and the
No.
technique, and because you ain't got that technique, when you're going into a fight like that and you're putting everything into every shot, yeah, he's causing damage on Jarvis's face, but Jarvis has got a game plan. He's just taking shots and he knows he's going to wind him down.
Yeah.
Bit of a bitch move with Tom, just fucking saying, no, I'm not doing that anymore. You at least fight till death and see or put everything into it.
I mean,
so
what
you can't
round
stand
was it?
up.
It was like
third round.
Third round, so there was only like 2 left.
And what are you just doing 5 2-minute rounds? So he'd not even been fighting for 6 minutes and he stopped. I know he said he had something with his nose.
He
didn't
like broke his septum, I think he said before.
Fair play to him for like still letting the show go on. Like a lot of fighters would have probably said,
like they're not
I've
doing
broken my nose,
it.
I'm not doing it. But
Yeah, which is fair.
Yeah.
Definitely, but no, I was dead impressed with Jarvis. I enjoyed the night. To be fair, the full night of fighting was really good. I don't know whether it's just because I was there in the audience and I had really good tickets, but I really enjoyed it. I thought the Elle Brook and Ola fight was really good. I thought Ola won. To be fair,
Do you reckon? Yeah, well,
I was ringside.
it's one of them
so.
in it. I think Elle's probably one of the most popular and favoured fighters in there. So I think if you're gonna get a win over Elle Brook, I think you've got to knock her out, aren't you? Really?
Yeah, and this is the thing as well. Obviously, it's tournament, so you're not allowed draws.
No.
So there was quite a few fights which I think were closer than what the scorecards actually showed. Like they were, I think 2 judges said that Emily won every round in our fight, and I didn't think that was fair.
What rounds would you say you won?
I would definitely say I won the last 2.
I'd say 100% last one.
Yeah.
I wasn't really paying much attention for fourth.
Yeah, my dad reckons that I won the 3rd one, but I don't think I did. But the first 2, she definitely won.
Yeah. She burnt out though.
She burnt out.
If it had been any more than 5 rounds, I think you'd have had her there.
Everyone said the same thing. If it would have been a couple more rounds, I think I'd have had it, because I still had loads in tank, but I couldn't hear anything. It's a really surreal experience. Like you're in ring, and I can hear people shouting, but I don't know who it is, and I don't know where it's coming from. And I could hear someone shouting like, "She's gassed, she's gassed." And I think it was Emily's corner, but I couldn't tell if it were Emily's corner, if it were my corner. And I remember it really pissing me off, so I was thinking, I'm not fucking gassed. But I actually don't think it was her corner. I think it were mine. But you can't hear anything. You can't see anything. You completely it's just you and your opponent.
I think it's that fight or flight in it. You just fucking tunnel vision.
Yep.
Your arms and legs are pumped and you're just fucking going for it.
You just
5
fucking
rounds.
go. But I know I can do better than what I did in that. So I was a bit disappointed with myself. But for my first time, I can't grumble.
No, it was a good first fight.
How does
Yeah.
that competition play out? So do you have to fight everyone who's on that roster, or is it just a sequence through?
No. So now I fight Whitney. So then
Who beat Whitney?
Barbie.
So Barbie goes on to fight the winner of the fight.
So basically, Barbie and Whitney fought. Me and Emily fought. So the winners fight each other. The losers fight each other. So now in the losers bracket, there's me, Whitney, Daniela, and Ola. So whoever loses both fights will then fight, and whoever wins the fights will fight. And
Just so you can get a ranking. Then,
yeah, and then the same for the winners as well. Like it'll go the same.
You're going to push for more dough?
I actually think I deserve more dough. But
especially if you're getting fucking big viewing.
that's
good
what I
clickbait
mean.
and stuff like
Like
that.
I got the most views out of all of the people.
And I think by the sounds of it, with Kingpin trying to push you to cause stuff, it's all for social media. That's everything. They're wanting comment, they're wanting clickbait gold every single time. That's why they're doing it.
And I know they were more happy with the women than they were with the men, because they thought that the men weren't really bringing any drama or like as much entertainment. I think there was only really like, there was a little bit of beef between like McBroom and Gabe, and then obviously the little bit between Tom and Jarvis. But other than that, everyone was just like.
I felt a bit sorry for the guy who King Kenny fought. You know, the guy with the glasses.
Yeah, Nate.
Yeah, because what's his deal? He just like too like.
He's too nice.
He was just smiling constantly, like
Literally.
overly nice. And then I think
I
Kenny.
don't know any of these people.
That King Kenny was the black kid.
I remember King Kenny, but Nate, I have no idea who that is.
That Nate. My mate Nate in it.
Mate
I think he's a YouTuber or something like that.
sums it up, doesn't it?
He's just a geeky guy.
Yeah.
But then you could tell on the ceremonial weigh-ins, I think it was Nate were trying to like be friendly again, and Kenny were like, fucking
He like pushed
get
him,
away,
didn't he?
man.
But that was all. None of that's scripted.
No.
But I think it's mainly just the women's that is scripted. But yeah, I said the same thing. I was like, how can you punch someone like him because he's just so nice? But that's just the game, innit? You just got to.
This shows to compete, hasn't it?
Exactly. But he can speak Thai, you know.
Can he?
I was quite impressed by that. Like I was hearing him.
Did he get paggered?
Yeah. I think it was first or second round he got stopped.
Did he?
He got knocked
He
out.
wasn't
didn't
much
he?
of a boxer, were he now?
No. But apparently, like he's broke people's noses and stuff
Really?
at sparring. Yeah, so I thought he was going to come out and be an absolute weapon, like proper like.
You got to be careful when you say that though,
assassin.
because whose nose is he broke?
True.
Do you know what I mean, it could be anyone. Couldn't it? I don't
Literally,
know him.
like if he
But
punched me in the face, probably break my nose. But it's not really a claim to fame breaking my nose, is it? I get what you mean. But yeah, apparently he had like 18-ounce gloves on and broke someone's nose in sparring. So everyone was like, "Oh, he must have some power." But Kenny dominated, didn't he? He did really well.
Who's the organisers then behind Kingpin? Is it anybody we know, or is it some sort of outside organisation?
I don't think so. I think he called Chris. I don't know what his name is. Just some Irish guy. He's really nice, to be fair. I really like him. But I'm excited for Dublin because I think the owners are from Ireland, so I think it'll be quite a big deal because I think they'll make it a big deal.
Yeah.
But I'm Irish as well, so I'm hoping
yeah.
that I can get some like
she's
Irish
called
support.
O'Donnell, mate.
Can you speak?
She's
in
called
Irish?
O'Donnell.
No.
Yeah, literally the most Irish name
Yeah,
ever.
his surname's O'Donnell.
But yeah, I'm hoping to get some Irish supporters
Yeah.
because I know they love a good scrap. So I'm hoping it'll be good. But I want to really push the Irish heritage to.
Just fucking walk out with Irish flag on. Get your
Yeah,
face
Conor
painted on
McGregor,
it,
just
shit.
fuck
I'm
it.
a
Yeah, too
noodle
right.
arm
Yeah.
as well.
You should hit Conor McGregor up and ask if you can walk out with some proper whiskey in your hand. And
Well,
shit.
he's backed.
imagine.
He's backed Katie Taylor, and I think he's a heavy sponsor. He's doing something with that Taylor boxing. I've seen that. Yeah, he must have met with Eddie Earn at his pub, and he seems to be pushing that Katie Taylor.
Anything he can jump on, he'll jump on it. Him.
His new Netflix thing comes out today. I'm a bit of a fanboy
I
of
saw
McGregor.
that.
I want to watch that.
What's that? Is that like an extension to his documentary?
Well, it's an extension of his documentary, but from when he broke his foot when he fought
Oh,
Poirier.
right.
And I think they've just follow him around and sort of see that.
Yeah, I saw it on Netflix last night, and I thought to myself, "Oh, I really want to watch
You
that."
could watch that.
I'm really interested.
Have
in
a
Conor
bifter
McGregor.
tonight and watch that.
Literally, me
Fuck
just
the vape
stoned
pens.
as fuck.
I'm day 4 weed free.
Oh yeah.
I'm fucking loving it.
He's stopped 15 times since I've known
No,
him.
but this time I know.
This
all
is
the
the
other
one.
other times I'm like, no, I'm not. It's usually on a Monday. I'm like, right, that's it now. I fell out of it, and then it'll get to Monday afternoon. He's like, do you want to come round to mine, edit and smoke? And I'm like, yeah, too right. But this
Yeah, I'm
time,
already there. It's already rolled. I'm already
waiting for you.
outside.
but this time I know I'm gonna have a nice little break from it. I'll still have odd smoke every now and then, but I'm gonna have at least a couple of months off.
Well, I had a couple of months break whilst I was in camp, and like my brain cells just appeared again, and I was
Yeah.
like, I can actually think. Like my brain actually
That's
works.
what scares me
Woo.
when I hear people mention that, because I'm like, not that I justify it to myself, but am I lowering my
Yes.
ability to...
Yes.
Yes, you
I
are.
don't see this is what I'm saying. I can't think of my words. now.
I can't even figure out how to speak.
Well, I can, but I'm toying with the idea is I do feel good and everything seems to be going all right, but
Yeah.
how much better could I be if I weren't smoking that?
Yeah,
But I just
definitely.
can't. I know I keep saying this and there's probably other practices. I just cannot shut off on a night, me.
No, I am the same. If I have a joint, I can sit, relax, watch telly, go to bed at a decent time, and I'm flat out and I'm gone. Whereas on a normal night, I can't get off my phone for one, which is always annoying. I can't wind down and I can't fucking sleep. And then I wake up next morning feeling like shit. So sometimes...
I've just bought one of these Fitbits as well, which just tells me how poorly I'm sleeping. Is that a Fitbit for?
Oh, no, mine's an
iPhone.
Apple Watch.
I can't afford them.
Oh, sorry. 30 grand a month now.
Yeah.
Just kidding, it's on Klarna.
I've-
No.
when I did a walk over earlier to get some water and there were an R8 outside, I thought you bought a new car, mate.
Oh, yeah.
One thing I've noticed on your car, you've got POV as your number plate, haven't you?
Yeah, man.
Yes.
What does that
That's
mean?
fine.
Point of view.
Point of view.
Go on.
I don't know. You must have watched a bit of point of view porn.
No, I get that, but is it your number plate?
Yeah.
All right.
Any reason, or is it just a?
No?
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Any going back to the OnlyFans stuff? Have you been fully booked out with the GUNGING?
With the Gungin, I did another one. Listen, your podcast last time got me some insane amount of gunge customs.
Where's our commission?
I owe you some
Yeah.
commission.
I'm a fucking salesman. I want a drink out of this.
The amount of people I had was like, oh, I've seen on a podcast that you do
Fuck.
gunge.
Yeah.
Literally, I must have had about, because I've never.
How much have you made? What's the figure?
Well, I didn't have many people actually buy anything because when I told them the price of it, they were like, oh no, I'm not paying that.
How much are you charging there?
Can't you just have a generic gunge video which goes out and
Well,
then you
this
could
was
just...
a generic gunge video, and I was charging $100 for it, and it was like nearly 10 minutes long. I thought that was quite fair. I know I'm not doing anything explicit in it, I'm just gunging, but they're still wanking to it. So,
I think I'm cheapening myself, mate. I'm sending like 20-minute videos out for like $30, mate.
really?
Yeah, when you
Well,
said you were abusing the people every day for how much, 20 quid and that, I'm like, I couldn't be fanning.
couldn't be asked 20 quid.
I didn't know gunging was such a popular thing, but if people
Neither did
watching,
I.
but if people watching podcasts and the gunging from now on, I'm going to be gunging whenever the fuck you want. You want
If you want
gunging
gunge,
videos? Hit me up.
But yeah, I literally had I think I must have had about 10 people. Bearing in mind, the gunge video I talked about on here was the first time I'd ever had anyone ask for it. And I've been in this game for quite a while. So then I had an influx of gungers and I was just like, what is going on? So I had someone ask for a video. And it's best edited video to date. Bear in mind, I can't edit for shit. It was all done on Canva. They wanted me to pretend that I was on a game show and I'd lost. So then my forfeit was to be pied in the face and gunged. But obviously, I had to just film it on my own. So I'm like...
This isn't our fans, is it? They're all fucking weirdos.
This is your guys' fans. This is the people you're bringing to my page. So I had to do 1 minute I'm the presenter, the next minute I'm the gungy, and then I edited it all together and then put sound
Can we put this on
effects on it.
podcast? Can we put this on podcast?
Yeah,
Let's
you
do
put it
that.
on
That can be our
podcast.
commission.
Yeah, that's fine. And then, so I'm putting cheering noises on it as if I'm in the audience and stuff.
What were the theme of the show?
The theme of, I don't know what it was. It was a game show that I'd lost.
All right.
That was just what I was told.
That's from, we were talking about childhood trauma. That's from some weirdo who sat at home watching Nickelodeon, the gunging and just wanking over people getting
CBBC
gunged
just
off.
having a wank. But yeah, and then I had to gunge myself in the bath. But I was in an Airbnb, and then so I think I told you last time I fucked my drains up when I was gunging. So I thought, right, I'm not doing it at home anymore. If I'm gonna gunge, I'm gunging in an Airbnb. So I think he paid $250 for this. So I gunged myself and I'm rubbing it all down, but the bath didn't have a shower, so I'm having to do it by hand and scrubbing it. Anyway, woke up next morning and the house just stinks like shit, like literal sewage shit. And I was like, oh shit, what have I done? And all the drains were blocked in the toilet and all the toilet water was really high. So I was like, shit, let's leave this Airbnb immediately. And no one ever said anything, so...
When you start getting this more notoriety, more attention, is there ever a thought or an idea to do what do you call them?
Collabs.
Collabs. I do collabs with girls, but I don't collab with other men because,
Did your boyfriend not get involved?
yeah,
Oh, he does get involved.
he just get involved. But
So you collab with your boyfriend then?
so I make videos with him, but I wouldn't make videos of anybody else. No, it's just not my thing.
Have you had that conversation with him though?
What
To your
about?
boyfriend, do you mind if I collab with other men or not?
No, because I wouldn't want to. I don't know why. It's just really not up my street. I don't consider myself a porn star.
'Cause that's what it should be called. You say collab. It's not collab. It's porn.
It's a porn
Yeah.
It's porn, mate.
I don't consider myself a porn star. I don't have any interest in having sex with anyone for money. It just really doesn't interest me at all.
You've
And
got your
even,
niche and it's making money. haven't you?
Exactly. And even the collabs I do with girls are never explicit. It's never girl on girl. I'm never doing anything with the other girls. It's just us all in one room doing something. But I don't consider myself a porn star. It's just really not up my street. I know there's a lot of money in it, but I'm making a lot of money anyway and staying within my comfort
Your
zone.
boundaries.
Exactly, yeah. I just feel uncomfortable. I know all the girls do it, but I can't imagine just turning up to a shoot, being like, hey, you're all right. Fuck me then, and then bye.
Can I talk about...
Talk about whatever you want.
I asked you this because there's no way I could do that. And
No.
just that transactional, do you shake hands, cuddle, what the fuck, what's the process? So I said that to you because I know you're an overthinker. I bet you're just rolling into those sets just thinking, what the fuck's in store here?
Yeah.
And then the pressure of having to perform on camera. And I'm going to guess... with all the cameras, you've got to stop, start. I
bet it's worse for men because, I know you.
But boys can just take Viagra, surely.
No, but this is the thing, though. I think it was after we'd done his last podcast, as the guy who does a tag team I just talked about earlier, Danny had left. Josh says to me, you want to come and do a tag team shoot with me?
No, you were planning that.
Yeah, but
You wanted to be the tag team bro, and
no. If I'd have wanted to be the tag team bro, I could have took over tag
Oh, right,
team,
sorry, yeah, go
pretty much. But instead, I said, yeah, I'll do it. No worries. Bear in mind, I've got a girlfriend, which I told her from the start. I'm going to be doing this. Before we get serious, it's up to you if you want to do it. She said no. Came back a week later, said actually just do it. Then we went back and forth. She said just don't tell me when you're doing it, just tell me after. So I'd been at hers all weekend. She lives in Warrington. On a Sunday, I drove to meet my mate in Manchester. He stays in Elizabeth Towers there, where I was doing this collab with him and another girl. It was a bit awkward because obviously I wanted to tell my missus because I'm going to go fucking incognito for a couple of hours. But I didn't want to lie to her and pretend that we're doing something else for a couple of hours. So I just thought, right, I'll keep on end at text until we start the business, and then hopefully within that hour or whatever. But we wasted a lot of time. We sat on OnlyFans Live and we were fucking talking with all three of us phones and just fucked about for too long. Pressure got to me a little bit.
No,
then
I'm
my phone
panicking.
started ringing, so more pressure got to me because I couldn't answer it and be like, I'll ring you back after I've done this. So then anyway, we got down
I don't get why you're even thinking about picking your phone up.
well, I'm not, but it's playing in my when I see her ringing, I'm like, oh, now I know what's going to happen. She's going to panic because I'm not answering my phone. She's going to probably presume or know that I'm doing this collab. She's going to burn my head out. So that was just in my mind all the way through it. Plus, we had probably more cameras than what we've got here. We had a fucking GoPro with with a chest strap with a GoPro on it. So there were just.
I have nightmares about it because every time I load that fucking
Yeah.
Drive Up's first video on it.
Yeah, no.
Fuck's sake.
Be honest, have you watched it?
No.
Not even a clip.
No,
Not
I
even-
can surmise what you're doing, man. Shagging, I can
I
sort of
should be
guess.
charging you every time I give you that hard drive.
I could
That's
sell
a
it.
Yeah, you
The
could.
businessman in me were like, I can fucking sell it.
I could leak this online.
Yeah, I could. couldn't I?
You should, mate. Just give
And
me a
I
bit
just
of commission.
just go 10 quid cheaper than your shit.
do it. Do it.
Anyway, sorry, carry on.
So yeah, it went like midway through it when it's a bit awkward and Josh is a bit. He's like a producer. He's like, right, okay, we'll get another shot now and then. Obviously, it's hard for a man because you've got to keep it up, obviously. And even though you take Viagra and shit like that, it's still. And then there were a point in it where she was just getting pissed off because neither of us were keeping an hard on, and she was like, "Are we gonna fucking do this or what? Are we just fucking?" I'm like, I felt like saying, "Who are you talking to? You silly." But obviously, I had to be a professional man and do the job and finish.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we are gonna do it, madam.
And as well, like, you've got to do things on cue. Like, if you finish too soon, you fucking ruin the whole thing.
Oh no,
like,
there's no way.
Who
you-
gets
there's
the
no way
glow?
you
Who
finish
gets
it.
the glow of the last shot?
I had to do it.
Did you?
I had to because Josh shouldn't really say it and out in me, but I'm presuming his missus ain't gonna watch it. He's not meant to do anything unless it's on camera, and I think he might have been doing a bit of dabbling on camera. So I think
Just
he were
practicing.
He were out of tank, yeah. We were practicing, warming up just a bit too much. So he was like to me, "Oh, can you do finale?" And I was like, "Are you not?"
Finale.
I'm like, "Are you not doing it?" And he's like, "No, you're gonna have to do it." So I'm like, "Oh,
Oh,
fuck's
I've
sake."
never thought of calling it that. I'm going to do that from
Nah, I
now
just
on.
made that up. I just made that
This has
up.
got a really good finale, guys.
And then after, obviously, I had to fucking do phone call. So I'm like, oh. So I get in car and she's like going, "Oh, have you been doing a call?" I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "I can't deal with this." And honestly, you're gonna have to choose. So obviously there and then I'm not gonna fucking put her through it and say no, I'm still gonna do it. And I'm not gonna fuck her off because we'd been on holiday and shit like that. And we were kind of getting serious. So I said, "Well, I'm gonna need a bit of time to think about it." Ended phone call and I'm like, "Fuck's sake, I'm gonna have to stop now." I
Why
run back.
can't you just make content with her?
Well, I do.
Oh, well, why can't you just make content with her?
It
then?
was mostly
To siphon audience.
It was mostly the siphoning audience networking sort of
Oh,
thing,
okay.
really.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
get that. Just have fucking loads of threesomes.
what with
There's
her
no
and-
way.
girlfriend.
There's no way to allow that.
Really?
Wait. If it was me and another, if it was us
Another
two,
girl?
and, if it was us two and another girl, I'd debate.
Oh, I
but,
thought you meant another boy.
But the issue with that is, if she ever wants me to return favour and put a boy in, I ain't doing it.
Yeah,
So
and
I-
that's not really fair, is it?
No, it's not. So I want. Plus, I'm not into that. I'm not a swinger. I'm not a fucking.
No,
If
I'm not.
just the thought of my bird showing one other person attention winds me up.
Yeah.
Why would you be really critical? Are you she's spending more time with than me? If it's like,
No, it wouldn't even get there, mate.
All right.
If she even said to me, "Should we get another lad involved?" I'd just go, "See ya."
Bye. I would
Booed.
literally, if I was having like a threesome or something, I'd be constantly watching him. Like, is he enjoying that more than he enjoys
See, you
me?
can't.
let me just. I'm not saying I'm for or against this.
Yeah.
But the enjoyment there is it a jealousy element that then? Because I would be jealous and I know that
100%.
because is that all it is?
I'm a protective fucking
Yeah, that
man,
makes
mate.
sense.
I'm like a caveman. And this has stemmed from even being at school, like when you have a school relationship before you're even shagging. Like if your girlfriend at times showing someone else a bit too much attention or fucking having a bit too much of a laugh, I'm like, am I fucking being mugged off here? Even though it's probably harmless.
Or giggling a bit hard at someone else's joke. It's like, hold on, you fucking cunt.
But it's not funny actually.
I don't know if there's an
That's
age,
funny.
I don't know if there's an age element to that. You know,
I don't think no matter how old I get.
I'm not saying you want your missus to be run through a train by other boys, but I mean just that protectiveness. I don't know if that you obviously want to protect your missus at all costs, and anyone hurts your missus or there's any danger, obviously you'll kill them. But I wonder if that slows down with age. That insecurity / I don't even know what that is. It's definitely an emotion.
Yeah, I don't think it's like some people do. They get to that certain age, and if they feel like a lot of cuckold people, you know what cuckold is, where people like to fucking sit in a corner and watch.
Yeah,
I don't get that. That's another one that I don't get.
And actually get off it. I had a guy. I'll tell you this story. Fucking a guy from Leeds. And he's messaging me, and he's clearly gay or bi, because he's messaging me saying, "Oh, I'd love to do this with you. I'll pay you $2,000 to do this." I'm like, "Mate, it's not happening. I don't do that. Like, if there's anything else, if you want to fucking buy some fucking boxes off me or do something else, private video, whatever, I'm your man." And he's like, "No, but I get off on, or you can come and service my missus. This is a picture of her. Sends me a picture." And then I'm like, "All right, well, I don't know what you want to do." Then he's sending me videos of fucking big black guy shagging his missus, and he's there he's filming them. Then he's getting off on it, right? And I'm like, who are these people? And he's like, "Oh, I've got Fab Swingers, and this is my profile." And it's like, literally, I like watching my missus get shagged, come round and see her. Then it's people commenting saying, "I went round and serviced this woman. It was really good. She had a really
Serviced.
fucking..." And then
Like a car.
Yeah.
MOT.
Going in for me MOT.
like, listen, I'm not gonna lie. If I was single and you fucking pay me $2,000 to come and shag your missus, I probably would come and do it.
Yeah.
If she were decent, but how he can enjoy? Fair enough if he's gay and he likes to watch both of us, but how can you enjoy someone just fucking tackling your missus? It's my worst nightmare.
No, I've had quite a lot of cuckold subs that talk about, like, obviously most of them don't have girlfriends, but they'll talk to me like they'll just want to sext whilst imagining me getting fucked by like some big black lad or something and they've got like a small dick or something.
Yeah.
It's very strange and I don't get it. And then they're like, and then you could come on me after, like he could come on me after and use me as a cum rag, and it's like, that's actually really bizarre.
Disturbing.
Something's missing up here.
A lot of private videos I get requested is, "Oh, you're a big hung white guy. I'm a Chinese guy with a small dick. I want you to abuse me for having a smaller dick than you." And they expect me to be like, "Get your fucking little Chinese dick out."
Oh.
I had that the other day.
Shit, crazy.
I had someone, right, and I don't do video chats unless it's like not explicit.
I weren't live on video. I was just sending him a little video.
See, this was a live video. It was like, I'll pay for a live video if you insult my Asian virgin cock. That's what I had to keep saying. Pay me $500. I was on for like 4 minutes.
Yeah,
And
they'll
that's
just
all I had to
they
do.
just do it until the jizz and then
Until
just
they come,
bounce.
and then it's
Put
like,
phone down.
"Oh,
See you later,
bye."
alligator.
Yeah, literally like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I shouldn't have probably spent £500 on that." Bye.
See you next week.
500 quid.
Literally, it makes me doesn't make me feel sick because I'm like, but I couldn't imagine what it feels like to be them spending that kind of money. I would genuinely have a mental breakdown.
Are these returning people or usually one and done?
Well, this guy, I haven't heard from him since, but he hasn't deleted his account.
He's probably saving that 500 quid up again. It's like
Literally, he's like, "Want to do that again?"
washing
But
cars.
he did message me
It's like-
afterwards. Washing cars.
Washing cars.
delivering Uber Eats. It's just anything. He's like, "I need this 500 quid."
Well, he messaged me after and he was like, "That was so fucking hot." But literally, all I was doing, I was fully clothed. I was stood in my kitchen, and my phone was on my worktop, and I was just literally, he was wanking, and I was laughing at him. And he was every time I laughed, it was like, "Oh, that's so hot."
Was it a micro penis?
No.
All right.
It wasn't even small.
Yeah, we're dealing with
And
some-
this is what I don't understand.
Just why are
like,
they just out slinging it? That's what I just can't get.
I think they like getting
Get
humiliated.
out and just fucking sling
Yeah.
dick.
I've had one guy be like, "Oh, I'm really into small penis humiliation," and then he sent me a picture of his dick, and it was like 8 inches, and I was like,
I
"What?"
don't know if that's a bit of
Yeah,
reverse
that's-
psychology. It's
Literally,
like,
like,
I've got a fucking
it's
Corey.
really small.
I'm going to say it's
Yeah.
small. What do you think to it?
I
Fucking,
get-
and you're gonna, because you're going to say then it's not small.
Yeah,
even,
bro.
even though you've got to stay in character, you're like, well, you've got a fucking decent fucking Corey on you.
Yeah.
But I've got to say you've got a small one because you know I ain't got a small one.
But
Yeah.
this is the thing,
Fucking
he
basic.
paid for it, and then I'm very much like, at any given chance, I love to crush a man's ego. Sorry guys, just love it. Get a kick out of it. That's my fucking kink. I just love it.
Well, you're in the right job then, aren't you? Really?
Exactly, in the right job. So when he was like, "Oh, I'm in small penis humiliation," I did think what you just said. I was like, he's wanting me to be like, "That's
Yeah, yeah.
not big. That's
Yeah.
not small.
Did
That's
you
really
still
big."
just try and
I
just-
still was like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fucking pathetic." But then afterwards, he was like, "That was really hot." So I didn't actually know whether he was into that or not. But I was just thinking, if you're genuinely into that when you don't have a small willy, what is the logic behind that?
I don't
Some
know why,
kinks.
but that used to be my trick when I was, embarrassingly, that was my trick when I was probably 17, 18-year-old shagger. I'd be like on a date with Bird and they'd be like, I don't know, they might ask you how big your dick is. I'm like, "Oh, it's a bit embarrassing, really."
How are you?
For height to me, it's a bit embarrassing, really. And then they get back to mine expecting a little dick, then I just smoke them and they're like, "Wow, that was massive." And I'm like,
Psychology.
Ego-filled, thank you.
Ego.
Like,
Yeah,
100%.
I
What a
do get
dickhead.
why people do it because it's like a nice surprise when you think it's going to be small and it's not. But then, like
when it's opposite,
yeah.
I'm going to destroy you with this big hammer, and then they pull it out, and you're like,
and
oh,
it's
for
tiny
fuck's sake.
and they're shit and it's like, come on, like just don't. No, I can't. No, I
On a
think
lighter note, we're doing any meditating or what?
Meditate.
No, I'm joking.
Meditating?
We've got very heavy into dick talk then.
I was about to get into it. Cleanse my sins.
Do you ever do any sort of
Yeah.
meditating? Right?
No.
Should try it.
Should I?
Should try it.
Why? What does it do? Cleanse.
I mean, I could go into a fucking load of rabbit holes here and explain how fucking sick meditating is because I love it, but
Do you do it when you're stoned?
it does help. And listen, I'm clean. Don't even say
For
that
4
word in front of me.
days?
Don't even say that word in front of me. I'm fully clean now.
4
But
days.
when you are stoned, it is better.
Don't say that word in front of me, but yeah.
How old are you now?
24.
Still young.
Still
Super
young.
I
young.
weren't even thinking about meditation or anything like that. Then I was just in work mode, just going.
Is
make
it
money.
like once you hit 30,
Listen, when you get to 40,
I don't
I
think
just
it's
want
like
to
that. I think
meditate
I
all
don't
the
think it's like
time.
that. Meditation to me is just deep thought. Like as you get a little bit older, I think expectations of men is you should be at a certain place by a certain time.
Yeah.
30 was the number for me. When I
Yeah.
were like your age, I'm looking at people who are 30, and I'm like, where do I want to be when I'm 30?
Yeah.
I think the vision in my head is you'd be probably married with kids. That was never my sort of North Star that I was shooting for. It's like, can I make something of myself? And I think you have to, when you get lost in life, you've got responsibilities and you're looking after people.
So during this meditation, do you like manifest?
I don't do meditation.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's like a manifesting
My usual
thing.
ritual will be stretch on a night,
Yeah.
straight into a Wim Hof breathing exercise.
Oh, what?
Wim Hof.
Wim Hof?
You've never done that?
No.
Do it.
Is that what you just did? Is
No,
that what it is?
That's what he does when he's sniffing women's knickers.
Oh.
But wait,
He's done me fucking dirty today.
absolutely
Fuck
rinsing
this
you to
guy.
shit.
Fuck this guy.
Did I not say it though? I said when
I'm,
Josh
get-
gets
I'm
here,
getting a new
get him rinsed.
podcast though.
It's because you were late. We were like, we're just going to rip you to shit.
I told him I was going to be late. I've just walked away from money because I wanted to honour
be
this.
here.
Yeah.
I just wanted
we
to
feel
be
honoured.
Fuck
with...
this guy. That's what I think like today.
We feel honoured. We feel
I'm
honoured.
honoured.
I'm gonna
really
I'm gonna
honoured.
send you a link right to Wim Hof's breathing exercise.
Show me then.
Yeah, fucking do it.
Are we on about the link or?
No. I want you to do it now.
Jokes aside, I did it in the sauna. When did we do this?
Probably last month.
And I only managed one round, and I tried to keep with him with the breathing. So you basically
You're over oxygenating.
over-oxygenating your body,
blood
so
cells.
you're breathing way more than you usually would.
I need a demonstration.
See, it's literally just deep breathing. I won't want to sit here and bore you, but I will send you a link. Do it just once. Lay down on your back. I made the mistake once of trying walking upstairs to run a bath whilst I was holding my breath and fainted and fell head first.
And his
into
dad
the bath.
found him naked.
Yeah, butt
Did he
naked.
really?
Arse-
Did he really?
yeah,
so
arse
good.
in air. When I
I
come
bet I
round,
thought you just wanked yourself
when I
to
come
death.
round, my fucking ass will kill him. No,
He's fucking wanked himself to death again. Yeah.
I'm sick of this happening. Weekly occurrence.
seriously, do it. It's about 11 minutes long. He talks you all the way through it. Wim Hof, cool as fuck guy. As soon as you've done that, whilst you're holding your breath on your last one, put like a guided manifestation meditation on.
Manifestation.
It's a bit of a tongue twister, but medication.
What did you say?
Meditation.
Oh, sorry.
And then when you're in bed, just fucking manifest loads of good shit that you want to do, and then literally,
Have you heard of orgasm manifestation?
no.
Apparently, you're meant to manifest when you have an orgasm, and it
Well,
comes
men
through.
have post-nut clarity. I'm a big believer in that. Like, there's a big weight off your shoulders when you've fucking nutted.
Sometimes I do it strictly because I'm too I'm testosteroned up. I'm fucking hyper activated in my mind. I'm just like, I know what'll heal me right now. A wank.
You do a lot of wanking.
No, twice a week.
Twice a week.
I'll do one for business, one for pleasure.
One for business.
I
one
bet
for
he's that
pleasure.
organised. I bet it's in his diary. Monday,
Wank,
9 a.m.
12
wank.
a.m.
Yeah.
I've got one booked in actually in about 45
Guys, I'm
minutes.
gonna have to
we're
leave in
on.
a minute because I've got a wank booked in. That's so funny. I've spoke to so many people, obviously on OnlyFans, and I didn't realise how much some men wank. Like some men are literally like 3 times a day. Do you know I have a
used to
hobby?
share an
Like-
office. I used to share an office with someone. I won't mention his name on pod.
I won't call him out before I tell you all his business.
he were like, I just don't understand how he could do it.
A wankaholic.
I just don't understand how he could commit that much of his life to wanking. You'd go home, he'd do it in toilet. I'm just like, there's something seriously wrong with you.
So many men wank at work, by the way.
Why is that?
I don't know. Don't
Bored?
ask
Is it
me.
boredom?
Don't ask me. I don't know. I think it's weird as fuck. People send me like videos of them wanking under the desk at work and stuff, and I just think, do you not get anxiety? Because I'd be anxious as fuck that someone were going to walk in and see me having.
There's a lot
a
of weird.
wank.
I think I have quite because ours is male predominant sales staff. And
you're wanking all the time, aren't you?
No one owner's wife.
We're just all wanked together.
I think my boys are just too busy to be wanking. To be fair, they might wank. I don't know. I can't confirm or deny. But you know, I won't mention his name again. But you know, Amy's gay friend.
Yeah.
Like he's in an office environment, but he's a gay lad. And there's a lot of freaky shit going on, you know, with these so-called straight men who are like
that are not straight.
This must be the case, eh? Who are like putting proposals and deals to him, and just fucking it's because I've never been around like someone who I'd call a friend who I can have a conversation with, like who I'm talking about. I learn a fair bit. Then it's like a lot of people must be in the closet almost, or have some part of them that are either bi or just have an attraction to men.
So when I used to work at Starbucks, I used to work with this guy who was called John. And,
Is he called John?
He's called John.
Oh, put him under the bus.
And no, because he's going to love this. I'm giving him a shout out.
All right, sorry.
He's called John, and he used to sleep with so many straight men. He was gay. He used to sleep with so many straight men, like so many.
Yeah, but they're not straight, are they?
They're not straight,
They're not straight.
but they tell everyone they're straight. And after he'd slept with them, they were all literally like, please don't tell anybody. Please, I'm begging you, like, don't tell anybody. Like, just really scared to come out of the closet. And I just think, why? If you're gay, you're gay. If you bi, you bi. Like, I don't know if there's like a big stigma about it, but so many people.
I wonder if some of these people have gone through and almost those traditional values. They might have
like
a
maybe
family,
have strict families or something.
a strict family, or
It's a shame
have
though,
just
isn't
thought
it?
it is a shame, really, especially
Like,
in
'cause if
today's
you-
world.
Exactly, you'd think in today's world you can just shag who you want, but apparently not. But he used to sleep with so many straight men, married men, like that have wives and kids and stuff. So many, and he used to find them all on Grindr.
He uses his fucking crazy
That's
shit.
a bit harsh, though, isn't it?
What?
If there were a straight man fucking all these married women, he'd be the biggest wanker in town.
Literally.
Yeah.
But when a gay's doing it, it's a fucking big accomplishment and he's buzzing about it.
Literally.
So, John, fucking bang out of order, son. Stop it now.
Big fucking John.
Big John.
I know you mentioned last time the OnlyFans is obviously going very well, and fingers crossed it continues to grow and you keep doing what you're doing.
Yep.
We mentioned a plan B last time.
Yep.
Is that even enter your mind at the minute, how busy you are? Or
Well, I still want to Airbnb some shit up, but I need to buy my own house first.
so you're more thinking about getting a property, investing versus doing anything else?
Definitely. I don't know what else I'd be good at.
The Emily Brook you mentioned, she's obviously going into presenting and that. You're very good at speaking. Is that something you'd entertain if you
Think
could?
I'm good at speaking? Do you?
You don't think you are?
No. I think I'm really bad at speaking.
Do you?
Am I not bad at speaking?
I think you're all right. You can keep a conversation going. How long have we been talking for?
An hour, you better
Most
than Emily.
Really?
You better than Emily at speaking. Anyway.
Most people can't do this for an hour.
Really?
But what I'm trying to
fucking
say
love
is,
talking.
has anything been offered to you that's in the entertainment space and you could potentially pursue that?
Well, I want to start a YouTube channel.
That's a good
She's
idea.
too tight though. She's like you.
Oh,
she
yeah.
She won't buy a camera.
I messaged Ellis the other week.
Start
and
on
I was like,
start on the cinematic iPhone. It's fucking as good.
I don't
as,
even think I have cinematic.
What phone you got?
11.
Oh fuck me.
Tight.
She's made. How much have you made this month?
Already this month I've made 16.
Fucking come on. Go buy one outright today. Just buy a A7C. It's 1,500 quid. Buy a lens. Done.
Yeah, but I can't just buy one, can I? I need to buy like 6. Well, I
No,
need to buy
to
3.
start with, I'm like, I think you think like me a little bit. It needed to be perfect.
It needs to be.
But the one
if
thing
I'm doing it, I'm doing it.
I agree, but the one thing that I would have wished, because I've toyed with the podcast idea for years and just
Yeah.
never really, I started and stopped, and I've just gone back to reverted back to business. Just have a chair, have one camera, have your guest there, or you if you're doing your solo, and you could do it on one camera.
I suppose I could, but still, like nearly $2,000 on a camera.
You're making 16 grand.
I don't give a
It's
fuck.
an investment.
And you're getting
Listen.
a tax. It's a
a
write off
tax
anyway.
write-off.
You're gonna pay it. You're gonna pay it to the taxman anyway.
This is true. However, I am very tight. I'm a Yorkshire girl.
Yeah, I'm tired. I can't fucking deny
Like,
that. Yeah.
come on.
I won't pay 11 quid for that verification today.
For what verification?
Are you verified on Instagram?
I am now.
Still, are you paying 11 quid?
No.
Fucking done me dirty.
What?
Well, I got a message today saying I'm able to be verified. But it's £11.
I think it's like Twitter Blue. They've,
Yeah, it
they've
is.
started it, haven't they?
I'm not paying 11 quid.
No.
I don't know, Ev, but if you do it for your business, I think it's quite.
What will it give me, a blue tick? It's an ego metric.
An
it's
ego
It's
boost.
an ego boost. I don't need that. It's not going to bring me any money in.
See, it gave me an ego boost when I got mine.
If it's free, I'd take it.
I told everyone I was
Did
like,
ya?
I'm Instagram verified.
To be
now,
fair though,
darling.
when if you're browsing on your story,
Hmm.
you do naturally go to the blue tick. If someone's in the feed and it's blue tick, I don't know. There is definitely a pecking order. You can see right there, verified. I
just think, like, I literally only got it like maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, and now I didn't actually even know they were doing that. I had heard about it, but I thought it was only in the US at the minute. But now, like, everyone's just gonna think I've bought it when I haven't. I've earned it. I don't know if like you'll still be able to see mine, or if I'm gonna have to pay £11 as well.
I think they'll bring it in like Twitter, where everyone has to pay for it. Even the big people earn it over time. They have to pay the
Yeah,
subscription.
because that's what I mean. Like, people that had an actual blue tick on Twitter have had it taken off them now.
It's an easy money play, innit? If they're trying to, because I think what Meta are doing especially is they're going to really push for AI. I think they're going to be the leader in pushing virtual reality, artificial intelligence, really pushing that. So I just think an easy land grab to, obviously those platforms make their money for advertising. But I think if their next play is people, there's a lot of people who will buy it out of ego metrics. So £11 times millions of people, they're going to have a big influx of money.
Oh yeah,
So
definitely. I just don't get why the average Joe would want one.
Don't make any sense.
You know what I mean?
No.
Like, I can understand if you are actually like an influencer or you have a business or something like that, then fair enough. But it's just going to be random people buying
I think
it,
if
and
you're
then
doing
you're
a
not
lot,
going to be able to differentiate.
if you're doing a lot of
who's who.
outreach and you're doing, maybe DM messaging, or you've got, like, for example, some of our sales boys, if the IH Motorhomes page was verified, I don't know if you can do that to non-people, whatever, but at least there's a little bit of trust there that this is actually what I'm talking
definitely.
to, not a scam or not a...
Definitely, but like with Twitter, like fucking anyone can have a blue tick. Like with all these troll accounts, like I don't think you have to verify anything. So I literally, like, every time I see my comment section, everyone's got a fucking blue tick, and I'm just like, what do you guys need a blue tick for? Like, really? But I don't know. I don't
Have
even
you
think I have one.
explored any other social media platforms that seem to be performing well, that's making you money?
Well, I got banned again on TikTok.
Was it that fucking fridge video?
No.
It fucking was.
It weren't.
It was.
It weren't.
All right, go on.
It weren't. It was actually, I was actually fully clothed and everything, and they'd done me for nudity. And I appealed it, and I did get my account back eventually.
Second opinion, show him.
What?
I've seen the cucumber video.
No, the one that got banned. Because I always think when you say there's no nudity, what have they banned it for then?
I think they banned it because I had a t-shirt on that said OnlyFans.
All right.
So I don't know whether it could pick up the word or something. But I was literally, I was in joggers.
Was it
and
cold?
that-
Was it cold?
Was it? No, it wasn't cold.
I'm just asking.
Weren't cold.
The boys want to know.
It weren't cold.
All right, no problem.
You could not see no nip, no nothing. There was nothing.
It's a joke that I'll never get bored of that one. It's fucking...
I got put, bro. You we went out for breakfast on Sunday after sparring.
Yeah,
remember that girl walked past and I said, "Oh, is it cold?" Yeah. Remember
Oh
that?
no! No, slow down. Do you know? I thought you'd fucking clocked in there. Did you see the one who walked in with a...
Oh yeah,
Might have to blur that. Might have to blur that a little bit.
I 100% clocked that. She had gym leggings on.
Yeah,
obviously. But when we were walking back towards car, though, that girl with white top on and walked towards us, and I went, "It's cold, isn't it?" And then we had a bit of a laugh, and then my bird like turned around and goes, "Yeah, it is," and did this. So I was like, we had a laugh, and then later on that day, she pulled me up and went, "Yeah, and you saying that cold comment. Imagine if I saw a boy and I was like, he's got a big dick," and I went, if I saw a boy with a big dick swinging, I'd probably say the same before you.
Yeah, if you saw someone's lang just fucking flying about in shorts, you'd fucking have a little pull up on you. Like, right, this guy, yeah.
Definitely. But I've had an uplift on my boobs, so I've had around my nipple cut and then down. So ever since I had that done, my nipples are always hard, whether it's fucking cold or what. Any t-shirt, you can't see in this because I've got pattern on, but usually
Bing.
Bing bong.
headlights are on at all times.
Headlights are on, that's funny.
I get people tell me all the time, like, "Oh, is it cold? Is it cold?" And
Do you
I'm
get bored
just
of
like,
it?
Yeah.
That's all
Yeah,
right.
I do.
It's my favourite.
Just
It's
kidding.
my favourite joke, that one.
I'll tow a fucking caravan with these bastards.
So apart from your fight coming up in 6 weeks or so, have you got anything else planned this year? Any holidays, or are you still a bit too tight and you're just going to bank all your money?
I'm actually going on holiday in a couple of weeks
Where are we
because
going?
my fight was meant to be the 3rd of June, so I was going to go straight after, and then they moved it. So now my holiday is in the middle of camp.
That's a bit shit though. You're not going to be able to
What are you doing, like
now.
centre parks and what you're doing? You're going away?
Away.
Where are you going?
The Canary Islands.
Tenerife.
No.
Gran Canaria.
Guess.
Lanzarote.
No.
That's it.
Fuerteventura.
Fuerteventura.
No. You won't guess it.
La Gomera.
I think it might be that one. It's
Fucking-
called La Palma, but I think it can also be called that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
That's
that.
the island that you see.
It's really tiny.
From the south side of Tenerife, yeah.
Yeah, it's really tiny.
It's making you go there.
It looked nice. I went on TUI because I'm going with I'm taking everyone on holiday because I'm a baller now. I'm paid for my nan, my mum.
This is where all your money's going then.
This is why I've got no money, guys. No, but I was looking for a good deal online, and obviously it's coming up to peak season, so I thought it's going to be a bit pricier, which is annoying, but is what it is. And TUI actually was the cheapest out of all of these places, and this was the cheapest holiday. But when I say cheapest, it was still nearly like $1,000 each, but compared to all others that were like 1,500 quid each, I thought.
Respect
bargain.
for looking after your family. That's a nice gesture, that.
Yeah. Well, I've been brought up with nothing our own fucking benefits through COVID and stuff. And so my family were as well. So now I've got money. It's just a no-brainer. I'm such a giving person. This just in my nature to do so. And ever since I've had even when I got paid for my fight and stuff, first thing I did was I went and spent money on a charity. I fucking just gone and bought a dog from RSPCA.
What dog did you get?
He is a husky crossed with an American bulldog, and he actually looks like a Great Dane. Looks like Scooby-Doo, but he's a husky. But he's really cute.
Nice.
But yeah, I always spread the love. That's my favourite thing to do. That actually brings me a lot of happiness. And then when you ask me have you bought yourself anything? I actually haven't, but I'll buy other people things,
You enjoy that.
and that gives me just as much enjoyment as buying myself something.
Do you need else new, Josh?
Do
Any
you need
nice
some new
clothes you might
shoes?
want?
Yeah, just fashion
Yeah,
in
well,
my
when
game.
you followed me on Instagram, maybe we'll have that conversation. Ellis, do you want anything?
Anything, me, just surprise.
Well,
me.
That's
listen,
fine.
was that the first thing you brought up
What?
that I done followed? Was that the first thing you brought up?
That he brought up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking piece of shit, innit? He's a
As
shit
soon
house.
as I walked in, he went,
He's
oh,
a-
by the way.
This was the conversation. I said, listen, I need you to pull Josh up
He's a
heavy.
fucking
Yeah, no, he
shit
didn't.
house.
No, he was trying to wind you up.
It worked.
No, I'm going for.
And it
I'm
did.
going to really bring my follower down. I just want to follow these. I had at a point where I was following 0 people. But I think you look a bit of a prick.
Yeah,
there.
but in fact, you know what? Actually,
I didn't follow you for ages.
No, you didn't.
Bro. Who cares?
You deserve this.
No, listen. If I'm in front of you, or if you need anything, I'm your friend.
Yeah,
It's I
but
just,
online,
No,
fuck
because when
you.
I'm in a positive mindset, I just don't want to see stuff like that. I respect what you're doing. You're fucking killing it in business.
Can I just say, you're acting like this is
No,
a
it can-
really OTT video. All I literally do is get a cucumber out the fridge.
Yeah, it was a bad day. I don't know.
Do
You
you
know,
know
if
what
I was
I mean?
proper giving the Gok 3000 to this cucumber, fair enough.
Gog-
All I
Is
do
it-
is
the-
open a fridge, take a
A what?
cucumber out,
A
close the fridge.
Gog 3000.
Gok. That's the one.
Hey, man.
I could completely respect your opinion, but if you're that triggered by someone getting,
I'm
an
not triggered.
item of-
Listen, if
item
you
of
want some
salad out of the fridge,
now, if you want some context, I'm bringing the follower count down.
okay, so
Okay.
I'm not good enough.
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna just bring it all down. Then there might be another refollow. You know.
He'll probably unfollow me. You know what?
Fuck him.
He only followed me about a month ago, and that's because I kept trying to share I kept trying to share my friend's stuff onto my story to help him out. And I said, "Hey, you need to change your settings so I can share your shit." He went, "Hey, you can share my stuff." So I fucking all right then. Went in his following thing. Won't even follow me. I went, "You fucking dickhead." He went,
Oh
You got
my
too much
God.
time on you if you're going through people's follow account.
yeah, well.
I
might-
literally just did it because I have so much time
I'll
on my
take-
hands.
I'll take that as an L, but we keep moving, don't we?
yeah.
Well, making your face blend in with that
Yeah,
sofa.
it is what it is.
It worked, didn't it?
It did.
We did.
Well, I knew we were gonna fucking probably plan some bullshit.
Yeah.
It could have been worse.
It could have been worse.
Could have been
Yeah,
worse.
I've been embarrassed before. I'll be embarrassed again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I really loved that.
I enjoy
The
that.
face camouflage.
Yeah,
It
well,
was
I'm a
some
ginger
kind
deep
of
down, so-
chameleon thing.
Chameleon?
Yeah. You know, when they blend into the surroundings. That's exactly what you did.
We're gonna be allowed a picture at end for thumbnail. Fucking no way.
What? Me and you?
Yeah,
No.
no.
I get one
Fucked
with
it.
you.
Yeah, cheers. We've...
You can just take the picture.
Yeah, you take it, bro.
You be cameraman.
Give us a. Are we gonna wrap it up?
Yeah, let's...
Give us.
Wrap it up.
If the fans have been purchasing your stuff, give a plug how people can find out about your stuff.
About my stuff.
Yeah.
Well, you go on at amberodonnell.com. No.
Are we gonna give
You
a?
got your website? You got a website?
If there's
No, I
gunging
don't
requests,
actually.
can we get some sort of deal in writing of some commission?
No.
Fuck's sake.
Straight to the point. No. Listen, when you've gunged yourself
Yeah, to
and
be
you've
fair, yeah.
felt what it feels like to have gunge in your hair,
I don't think I'll
then
ever do
you'll
that.
understand why I charge the amount I do and why I'm not giving you any of
What's
it.
before? I'm not gonna go too deep into this, but what are you thinking when you're doing that? You're like,
I'm
fuck's sake
thinking,
again.
literally, what I'm thinking is, what the fuck am I doing with my life?
Because
I'll sit there.
How long's the process? Is it an hour?
the actual video is only ever like 10 minutes long, but the cleanup and the making of it, and I always fucking make it wrong. Like, in future, I'm going to buy pre-made gunge because I always make it too thick and it clogs up the drains. It's my own fault. It stinks. Have you ever had powder paint at primary school?
No.
It's like a powder and you mix it with water and it makes paint. It stinks like that. It just fucking horrible. And then when I'm covered in it and I can't move because it's too slippy, I just sit there and just think, why have I done this again? Even for 250 quid, it's not worth it.
Is that what the smell is then? I
What?
thought that were you.
What?
That gungy smell.
The gungy smell?
Is that you?
No.
You smell that?
No. Is there a gunge
I
smell?
can't smell anything.
I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, I was literally like, what the fuck is
Nah, you
going
don't smell
on?
a gunge, nah.
No, I don't
Good.
smell like gunge.
No.
Are we happy, ladies and gents?
Seriously, though, do you want to plug any of your socials or any of your OnlyFans or you fucking...
Is it in your bio and shit?
Yeah, link in bio.
Link in bio.
Amber
Link in
O'Dean.
bio. Amber O'Donnell.